You're listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour. If you miss any of the program, you can find the podcast at the bottom of the page at sunnyradio.com.
Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Monday. Excited to have a guest today. Going to be visiting with another one of the organizations that will be a part of the human race, Faith Through Frames. Now, I'm just learning of this myself, but it sounds like a really, really cool nonprofit organization. It has to do with photography. They do a lot of things with family photos for families who might not typically be able to afford family photos. So I'm excited to visit with them all about this. And they are going to be a part of the human race coming up on June 3rd. That's a Saturday. It'll be at Sertoma Park. I would love it if you would join us there. You can get all the details on our Facebook page, facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News. Also want to remind you that later this hour, we've got a Movie Star Monday. Going to be visiting with Kevin Heffernan and Steve Lemmy. Very funny guys. We've had them on the program in the past, and they've probably best known for things like Super Troopers and Beer Fest and Tacoma FD. Well, they've got a new movie out. It's called Quasi, and it looks pretty doggone funny, so we'll be chatting with them about that. And later this hour, we have This Day in Sioux Falls History, brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun Page and Sunny 93.3, and Your Business. Yeah, would you like to be a sponsor on that? We're looking for one additional sponsor on This Day in Sioux Falls History. I would love to chat with you about it. Reach out, 605-933-1980. Let's talk. I'd love to have you as one of the sponsors on this. So if you've got a business that would make sense to be a sponsor of This Day in Sioux Falls History, let's talk today. 605-933-1980. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Monday.
What a year. With prices on everything going up, it's more important than ever to have a better credit card. Some people use a credit card that's not a very good one. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour. Excited to visit right now with Steve from Faith Through Frames. He's one of the many nonprofit organizations that will be a part of the human race coming up early next month. It's the 3rd of June. And Steve, tell me, how long has Faith Through Frames been around now?
Yeah, I've been at this for 5 years now. Started off taking pictures of families that came to Necessities for Neighbors at Peace Lutheran Church. Started off trying to start my own photography business and then kind of redirected that to help people. So for the past 5 years, I've been doing that. And in 2000, I applied for nonprofit status, and then right in the spring of 2001, I got my nonprofit status.
And Steve, you're the founder, and you're also a photographer as well with Faith Through Frames?
Yeah, yep, I'd be the founder and then photographer. So,
well, I think what you do is really, really neat. And like I said to you ahead of time, I get to learn along with everybody else because I'm also learning just now about Faith Through Frames. So explain for me and other folks that maybe don't know real well about what you do, explain to us what you do at Faith Through Frames.
So what I do is I partner with different organizations. One of those would be Church on the Street. If you're not familiar with that, they do church service once a month for homeless, sheltered people, low-income families. So I show up there with my camera and then offer to take pictures and family pictures. And as I had stated before, with Necessities for Neighbors, I was taking pictures at my church. And the first few weeks that I had started doing this, an overwhelming number of families that had come to me had never had a family picture taken before. So kind of knew right away that I was on the right path. So, and then over the past 5 years, I've just been absolutely blessed to provide this service to people that can't afford a photographer, and really had some wonderful moments throughout this process. So
I love that. That is fantastic. Now, the event that we're talking about, Human Race, is coming up on June 3rd, so we're still a little ways out on that. There's time to sign up, and I'll tell everybody how to sign up. But if they would like to learn more about Faith Through Frames, they can go to your website, faiththroughframes.com. And is there a place, I'm looking on here right now, I guess there's a gallery so you can kind of see the work, and there's a way to contact you. If somebody would like to work with you, or if they'd say, hey, I'd like to contribute to this, I love the idea, would it be best to just reach out to you right through this website?
Yeah, that would work best. There's a way to email. All the contact information's on there. Link to the Facebook page. So just recently started moving to out of a studio and into more of a mobile. So what I'm doing is going to where people are. I actually bring my printer along and hook that right up through my laptop and plug in my camera and shoot and print and hand off. Well, I hand off frames now. I used to do the framing process myself, but yeah, they get it all in one package, and I go to where the people are, and it seems to be a little more effective this way.
I love that you actually come to them instead of them coming to you. That's fantastic.
Especially with the weather getting nicer, I often leave open the option to maybe meet in a park, down at Falls Park or wherever they want to, in a nice natural setting and take an outdoor photo. So
I love that. Again, Faith Through Frames, a local nonprofit in Sioux Falls, and they're one of the nonprofits that will be a part of the Human Race, which is coming up Saturday, June 3rd. And if you'd like to join us on Saturday, June 3rd, we'd love to have you join us. And when you sign up, you get to choose which nonprofit you would like your registration to go to. And right now with Steve, we're talking to him because he's going, hey, I'd like it to come to Faith Through Frames, wouldn't you, Steve?
You bet I would. Yeah, just like I said, in that transitioning process of going mobile. So there's a lot of different needs that I have right now, and probably in the near term, I do have friends and family that often volunteer, but I suspect with some larger projects, I'll probably need some help. I can always reach out to my church, but there's, if somebody wants to help out in any way possible, I'd love that opportunity.
Very nice. So if they would like to help, reach out right through the same website, faiththroughframes.com.
Correct.
Very nice.
Yes.
And then I see you're also on Facebook as well. Is that a good way to connect with you as well, through Facebook?
I'm in transition with that right now. You can go on there to see some of the work that I've done, as well as the website. I don't post a lot of the family pictures online,
Sure.
just because of different situations, but there's people that I do get permission from. You'll get to see what takes place. So, yeah.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to visit with me. I'm excited to have learned about Faith Through Frames. Like I said, before you and I talked, I had not heard of this. So I'm glad that we had a chance to learn about it, and I will hopefully be able to send some folks your way. And I also certainly look forward to meeting you at the Human Race on the 3rd of June.
Excellent. Sounds great. I thank you for this opportunity.
Absolutely. Again, faiththroughframes.com is the website. And again, if you'd like to sign up for the Human Race, you do that through the Health Connect of South Dakota website. I've got a link to that to make it really easy to find at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for This Day in Sioux Falls History, brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun Page and Sunny 93.3. It was on this day, May 8th, 1984, that Matt Burns was born. Lincoln High School graduate, has gone on to become an actor on both Hollywood blockbusters and award-winning TV shows. Matt Burns appeared in the TV show Castle, Criminal Minds, Bones, NCIS, Law & Order, Criminal Intent, and more, while also playing parts in movies like The Labyrinth and The Long Road, and Ken Show at The Bedfellow. He also voiced Chip in the award-winning video game Grand Theft Auto 5. After leaving Sioux Falls, Matt attended the Carnegie Mellon University School of Drama in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and the National Institute of Dramatic Arts in Sydney, Australia. Matt now lives in Brooklyn. Happy birthday, Matt. This Day in Sioux Falls History has been brought to you by SiouxFallsFunPage.com and Sunny 93.3.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If it's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring in your current phone. iPhones and Samsung phones both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Monday, May 8th, brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Equity markets ended a turbulent week on solid footing Friday, rising more than 2%. The move was supported by a robust NFP report that shows job and wage gains with unemployment lingering at low levels. The news suggests core economic strength that will help the Fed achieve its soft landing, but other data disagrees. The number of layoffs is rising while job availability declines, and consumer products manufacturers brace for a downturn in spending. This week will be all about inflation with reports on CPI, PPI, and import prices. The CPI data is expected to come in flat compared to the previous month, which is hot and contrary to the idea of the Fed pausing. The risk for the market is that inflation will persist at these levels into the summer and force another interest rate hike. In that scenario, more banks will fail and consumer spending will slow even further. You can get the inside track in your inbox at MarketBeatMinute.com.
InsuranceChicken.com wants to know, how much are you paying for your insurance? I know it seems like a hassle to switch to a different company, but if you can save a few bucks, it's worth crossing the road to InsuranceChicken.com. We have several of the top insurance companies trying to earn your business. They do that by offering great insurance that is cheap. Okay, enough of the silly chicken puns. It's time to get serious about saving you money on your insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.